Pelle's New Suit by Elsa Beskow. There was once a little Swedish boy whose name was Pelle. Now Pelle had a lamb which was all his own, and which he took care of all by himself. The lamb grew, and Pelle grew. The lamb's coat grew longer, but Pelle's coat only grew shorter. One day, Pelle took a pair of shears and cut off all the lamb's wool. Then he took the wool to his grandmother and said, "Granny dear, please card this wool for me." "That I will, my dear," said Granny, "if you pull the weeds in my carrot patch for me." So Pelle pulled the weeds in his granny's carrot patch, and Granny carded Pelle's wool. Then Pelle went to his other grandmother and said, "Grandmother, could you spin this wool into yarn for me?" "That I will gladly do, my dear, if while I'm spinning you will tend to the cows for me." And so Pelle tended to grandmother's cows, and grandmother spun Pelle's yarn. Then Pelle went to the neighbour, who was a painter, and he asked the painter if he could dye his yarn. "What a silly boy you are! Ha ha ha!" laughed the painter. "My paint is not what you want for your wool, but if you will row over to the store and get a bottle of turpentine for me, you may buy yourself some dye out of the change from the money." So Pelle rowed in his boat over to the store and bought a bottle of turpentine for the painter, and bought himself a sack of blue dye out of the change from the money. Then he dyed his wool for himself until it was blue. Then Pelle went to his mother and said, "Mother, dear, please weave this yarn into cloth for me." "That I will do gladly," said his mother, "if you will take care of your little sister for me." So Pelle took care of his little sister, and his mother wove the wool into cloth. Then Pelle went to the tailor and said, "Dear Mr. Tailor, please make a suit for me out of this cloth." "Is that what you want, you little rascal?" said the tailor. "Indeed I will, if you will rake the hay and bring in my wood and feed my pigs." So Pelle raked the tailor's hay and fed the pigs. And then he carried in all the wood, and the tailor had Pelle's suit ready for him. And on Sunday morning, Pelle put on his new suit and went to his lamb and said, "Thank you very much for my new suit, little lamb." "Bah!" said the lamb, and it sounded almost as if the lamb were laughing. The end.